friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. If this happens to be your first time visiting, welcome to Siempre Infinitos DIY. Today I have another adorable easy Christmas video for you, so let's begin. I'm going to be needing 6 styrofoam balls. I'm going to cut those in half because I am going to be making 6 Christmas characters. Unfortunately, I'm not going to share with you how I made each character, but I do have videos, tutorials actually, on my channel with how to make each character that I'm going to share here with you. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to be adding pieces here and there, just so you can see what I'm making, who I'm making. But I'm pretty sure you can already guess who it's everyone here. And of course, we have here Rudolph, we have the gingerbread girl, and we have Snowman, we have Santa, we have a penguin. And if you're wondering who that yellow one is, well, I decided to add the North Star. This is the first time ever making one, so I'm kind of nervous. She was kind of almost giving me the sun vibe. But either way, to me, she is the North Star and she's just adorable. All right, so I'm only using clay, and I did not wrap the entire ball in clay only because I felt like that would have been a waste of clay, even though it's just a little clay, but still, And then, of course, I went ahead and gave each one of them rosy cheeks. So here I have a styrofoam that measures 14 by 9, I believe by 5/8 is the thickness. And then, of course, rolling out the clay, making sure that it's not thin. Again, you use those roller pinned guides, those rings, or as you see there, I had 2 rulers that I just put them to the side and make sure that my clay was not too thin because I don't want it to rip when I am, as you see here, stretching it out, making sure that it fits fine and covers my entire foam from the top and the side. And then, as you saw there, I just lapped it over, added a little bit of glue just to keep it from shrinking, and then of course covering it up with some foam sheet. It is optional if you want to do that. I like to cover the back of my pieces, especially if they're big or if they're going to be exposed. Okay, so here I'm just cutting some strips, and I believe they are size 8 and by half of an inch, I think, or an inch, something like that. It's an inch wide, and the length is 8 inches. And then I'm just gonna also add a wider strip on the top, and then one even wider at the bottom. I honestly do not remember the size of them right now, but I will be adding them here in the video. And of course, you just want to make like a big square, cover each side, making sure that you clean your edges, because when sorry if I raised my voice there. When you clean your edges, you want to make sure when you lay your clay, you want to make sure you clean your edges. Sorry guys, I've been drinking coffee. Because when it shrinks, you're going to be able to it's going to be very noticeable when if you don't clean the edges, and your clay shrinks, you can see where it pulls. If you have worked with clay, then you know what I'm talking about. If you are new to clay, you will start noticing that if you don't clean the edges of your crafts, especially when they're laying down like this, when you want to lay one next to another, you like the way I'm going to do this part right here, you want to make sure that you push them as close as you can without denting them, putting any thumbprints or anything like that. If you do happen to put a thumbprint, as long as it's not a deep one, don't worry about it, it will erase. Here I'm using this knife shaped looking tool that is actually for the molding. You just want to just use it on the edge, as you see here, just to clean it up, just to push the clay back, so if once it dries, it won't be very noticeable that it was pulled. And then of course, cleaning on the ends and what have you. I did not use any glue because since my clay is still soft, it's going to hold fine on its own. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding the strips on the side, and as you saw there, all I did was just lay my strip diagonally, and then I just cut the piece, and then I used that piece to make more pieces just to make sure that they were all the same side. And as I was laying these red strips on them, because I wanted to give it that candy cane look, to be honest with you, my first idea was to make a toy claw machine. But as I added the red stripes on there, I don't know why, but I started getting that Polaroid picture feel to it. So I decided just to do that instead. And I'm just laying my characters here in no really order. You know, I just placed them wherever I thought they would be cute. And of course, we want to add some arms, you know, to each and one of them. Now, for my snowman, the Santa, and my North Star, I went ahead and used my scissors, and I just snipped a bit to make it look like they were wearing gloves. uh, and then to the reindeer, all I did with him, because of course he wasn't wearing any gloves, he was just has his hooves there. All I did was make teardrops, and then I made other like little balls, a darker brown, and then I just placed one on. I mean, I placed it on top of the other, and that's how I made the hooves. And then of course I did use that one pink knife that you saw there, that tool, and I just pushed it down to it look more like a hoof. So that's how easy that was. But again, I do have videos in my channel where you can go back and you can see each character, how I make each one of them. Of course I give them bodies and everything, but here is this was just easy. I just wanted to look like it was just their heads and their arms because they're just taking pictures. So again, you know, I just fell in love with the whole Polaroid feel that I was getting from it, and I just decided to stick with that. So each character, I want them to have something. So for example, my snowman, Brad, on top, not only am I giving him a scarf and a hat, I want him to have like snow balls, you know, up in the air, and then I'm gonna add the holly berries, you know, right on his hat. Also, I do want to apologize in advance. I thought I was recording when I was adding Merry Christmas to my Polaroid picture, but apparently I did not. So I do apologize. I will be adding all of the items that I use in this video in the description box down below. Also, friends, I hope that I inspire you to make your own holiday Polaroid picture, you know, with some cute characters. This video, and actually this craft that I'm making, it was extremely easy. It is for everyone, you know, anyone can make this, especially now that soon the kids will be going on Christmas vacation. So this would be a great craft for them to do for you, you know, where they can gift this for someone, for maybe a teacher, or an aunt and uncle, grandma, mom or dad. But anyways, so yes, this is extremely easy, extremely fun. It was to make. I do, if you are going to have little ones make one of these, you just want to be careful that especially with the scissors, you know, that they don't cut themselves. And here, you know, again, I am just adding Christmas lights to Rudolph, and they were very easy to make. All I did right there, you can see, just roll out a strip, a worm shape, wrapped it around, and then to make the light bulbs, I did a teardrop shape, added a piece of round ball on top of the what was going, well, at the bottom of my teardrop shape, and then just use that same pink tool there and just made lines. And that's how easy they were to make. And as well, I also have a video on how to make these Christmas tree light, not Christmas tree lights, well, yeah, I guess they are Christmas tree lights. So my friends, as you see there, there is the Merry Christmas that I forgot to record. I do apologize again for that. And I'm just gonna add some cute little snowflakes right in the top because it was kind of plain, so I just decided to add that there. And yeah, this is it. This is how simple and easy this was to make, my friends. And I hope, again, I do inspire you to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Don't forget to leave me a comment, share this out, give me a like if you like this video, and it would really, again, help my page grow. So my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is the end of the video. I do appreciate every single one of you. Can't wait to get back in here. So until the next time, stay safe, be kind, bye.